let's go. Alright, Furfrou, we're coming for you. New Furfrou and Clefairy and Cleffa. Hello, Alpha Kangaskhan. Alrighty. Oh, my hat. Where's my hat at? Oh, that feels better. Oh yeah, that's better. Great. New day, dawn already, please. Hello, Alpha Eevee. I no longer need you. No, oh my god, I hate Furfrou, man. Oh, that's Drampa, not even Furfrou.
Yes to credit.
Dude, I hate the fact that Furfrou is aggro. It's so annoying. There we go, that's better. Dom, I'm not putting a donut link in, dude. Just realized that, yeah, sorry, I'm a bit delayed to chat, but I'm not putting a donut link in. I do not care for people to donate. I just want to have people come hang out and chill, play Pokemon. I guess I could. It wouldn't hurt if I don't like. I don't want to promote it at all. That's not the idea. Like, I hate the idea of like just having a donut link because like then I'd have to put it somewhere every single time, and I really don't want to because I legit want to have it saved somewhere that I can pull up, but that might have to take me a while to pull up because I don't want to use it, right? Like, I don't know. Besides, I got my own stuff to pay off. If I need money, I gotta work for it. I don't want people just to hand it out to me. Yo, Shiny Alpha Eevee would be going crazy. Where'd Drampa go? He just not spawn? I'm gonna do half the stream here hunting furfroos and clefairies, and then I'm gonna do the other half hunting fennekin's. Make sure my chat is working. It is, okay. Is it because Drampa moved away from his spawn or something? Another thing is, I don't think I can pull, even if I pull it to the, like, the farthest corner here. Like, right there, I don't think it's 50 meters away, or, I don't think it's 50 meters away from this, alright? It's like, I could theoretically pull Clefairy over, but, like, the edge of the spawn circle is here. Oh no, it's 70 meters, it's not 50, what am I saying? Oh, hell. No way I get 2 shiny Kangaskhans on the same run. What? What? Okay. I'm gonna guess Hasty and Naughty. Impish and... I got Naughty! They're both dupes, however. There's no way, dude. I get 2 of the same Pokemon that I didn't need. Rather than 2 Furfroos, which I need like 10 of. Okay, game, thanks. true. Hello, Alpha Kangaskhan. Yep, you're still targeting me. Where? Really? Sun's getting real low, big guy. Hello, Alpha Audino. It's over there. Your boy Ivor. Ivor. Oh, that's cool. No, I want to check you. No, go. Oh wait, I want to look at Eevee. Okay, it's male. I was gonna say if it's female, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. How is it that you aren't locked on me yet somehow you can still see me? Oh, there's two Alpha Clefairies.
Where?
Actually, you know what? Let's go hunt Froakie. Of course, I got another Rowlet start with a Jolteon. And it's my turn first. No Froakie yet. God, can't you just freaking go up with the stuff? Like, I don't understand. If you're moving with the thing that's moving and rolling over top of you, how are you not moving in front of it? Like...
Power up with Monopoly Epic.
What's up, G? You a good man? Sorry, I just got something weird in my mouth. I was trying to get it out. been a minute. Been dealing with a lot of IRL stuff. It's not been fun. Oh, hopefully, like, if you want to talk about it, you go right ahead. I'm not gonna force you in anything, though. That's your space, your information. If you choose to tell me, that's up to you. Hopefully you're... Oh, come on, man. How did I get a Sableye? Hope everything is good, school-wise and stuff, because I know that you're kind of in that, too, right now. I know, work. Oh, yeah, work. No, it's not school, it's work. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm... Oh no. Worse than databases, good lord. Oh, he's not using... Okay. That's what we want. Ha! He flipped immediately, tails on the Misty. Get wrecked. I'm kind of going for Froakie right now. I do need Froakie. Honestly, just anything right now is great. I'm getting close. I'm under 100 away from having the full living dex, so that is mighty awesome. Okay, what is your retreat cost? Retreat cost is 2. Okay, so what we do here is we attach to... attach to Swablu. First we need to heal in DD before anything, so we can't Cyrus it in. Really wish I had a Rainbow Rare in DD. Okay, Mega Blaster's gonna do 140, add the damage from Rocky Helmet, which is 160. Okay, there's nothing he can do here to... Nothing you can do here to kill Mega Altaria next turn. I'm like playing a pocket match right now, because I gotta be honest, this Shiny Unseen method kind of is boring. Literally, it's just me pressing the plus button every like 10 seconds, something like that. Okay, please do not have discarded. Oh my god, I discarded the other Mega Altaria. That's a problem. Okay. Well, heal. Heal. Okay, perfect. Okay. Retreat into Indeedee. I'm hoping he doesn't have a Cyrus. 150. It's not gonna kill, but it will do enough to the point where I can come in and kill next turn with Altaria. Don't have a Cyrus, don't have a Cyrus, don't have a Cyrus. I'm like hovering over the concede button right now if he pops a Cyrus. Oh my god, how much healing do you have, dude? I can't even do anything else after this though, is a problem. Ooh, yes I can, what am I saying? Okay, you're gonna take the KO on NDD, which is whatever. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about this game is that the shiny hunting methods aren't like attentive. Like in all the past games, you've had to have full focus on shiny hunting. This one, you can literally just sit here and just hit one button. Like, don't get me wrong, you could do the same with Dynamax adventures, but you have to be attentive to it and take in like what is happening in the adventure. You can't just sit there and like no brain do something else and just keep hitting this one button. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could do here to get the win, because he's just going to retreat out of with Palkia here into Gyarados. Of course, he had freaking Irida and 2 potions right at his beck and call. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do Fennekin tonight yet too. I might do like an hour of this and then go do an hour of Fennekin. No Froakie. Oh, that's a shiny Medicham. No Froakie. No Phalanx. Anybody over here? No Bunnelby. No Bellsprout, no Pidgey. Yeah, let's just keep going. I don't need any more Medicham, so I'm not worried about catching it to make another one spawn. That's why I can't wait for the DLC, because I'm hoping the DLC gives us some form of alternate shiny hunting. Because, like, I want something to be more attentive that I can actively do and not just have to put in the background. Like, legit, half my shinies are me setting up my turbo controller for when, like, I'm at work or sleeping or just not home attending the game. Like, legit, I'm reading right here as well because it's just not attentive at all. Oh yeah, so I don't think I posted it, but so the other day I went to the thrift store, and so I was just kind of looking around and I found this, and so I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Probably somebody threw some random cards in there, right? Nope. It's the entire deck. Like, look at this. Like the old like cardboard like damage counters, burn counter or burn thing marker, and like poison marker, and a Cyndaquil coin. Yeah, like look at that. It's Cyndaquil coin. Like the freaking playmats in here and everything. The whole deck. Like I was like, okay, you know, cards in here. Let me check it. Both the Umbreons. I was like looking, I was researching these. $1,200 each. Well, PSA 10. But like, they're in extremely good condition. Maybe lightly played, but like, I was losing my mind because I paid like $7 for this. Like, if I go to grade those, they come back a 10 out of 10. That's $7 for, friggin', why am I blanking? $7 for $1,200 worth of cards, plus just any extras, whatever that might cost, a little something that might be in the box, which is absolutely insane. Like, the box is a little wrecked, but I don't really care about the box, it's the cards. Oh, nice, a shiny Eevee. Yeah, I never got Indigo, or okay, I did get Indigo for a while, but I fell out of it because it's so just like, I don't go out and do much, and I live in the country, so it's very like hard for me to get out and to go be able to actively play Go every day. My only option would be if I willingly drove into the nearest town, which is like a 10-minute drive at least, and went and played there. Like, and even the nearest town doesn't have that much in it, so it's like not worth the time for me to actually put effort and time into it, where I'm just like, okay, whatever, if I'm in, you know, a city or whatever, I'll pop it open. Like, I don't know, Go just never stuck out because it's just like, you basically have to be attentive to it every single day to be able to get somewhere in that game. And that's what I don't like about it, because I live in the country. If I ever moved to like a town or a city, definitely I'd get into Go, but like right now, it's not worth the time. I'd much sooner go geocaching. Geocaching is so much more fun. Alright, any shiny Croakies? Nope. Still shiny Medicham. Oh, nice. Yeah, that works. Like, I don't know. It's harder for me living out in the country because I get a certain number of spawns, and then I just have to wait a mountain of time before I can even do anything in it to catch anything again. Yeah, see, I got into geocaching because we go camping with my nephews all the time, and sometimes it does get a little boring at the campsite, so I pull out the geocaching app and say, let's go geocaching, and it gives us something to do. So I kind of hooked onto it and got, like, into it. I didn't do too much of it this summer, but I have been getting into it. Like, I think, like, I think with geocaching, you kind of have to get lucky in the area. Like, I don't know, like my city, there's like around my area, there's not a lot of like unique caches. It's kind of just stuff thrown in the bush, which I mean, that's still very fun. But I like the puzzle caches. The puzzle caches are so much fun. Like we have, somebody went and did all the libraries that are local to here. So basically, it would give you something to go and do and count numbers or letters, whatever. And then based off the numbers or letters, you'd be given a name of a book or a book number you could go find for the geocache, which is really cool. But that's like it for puzzle caches. And the sign, like they're like, oh, go use this sign, go read this sign. The sign's gone now, so that one kind of fell off.
Welcome aboard Air Canada.
Vacation here.
Welcome to Getting Muted. Yeah, I think the other problem is that a lot of people aren't into stuff like geocaching anymore because a lot of people are all like, oh, we're gonna stay indoor. Like, a lot of people became like more inside kind of people after COVID because everybody got so used to staying inside, and people don't like. The primary motivation for every single person in the entire world, you can fight me on this forever, is to be lazy or to be comfortable. Like, no matter what you do or what you say, you want to get to a point where, oh yeah, you want to make money so that way you can go and do whatever you want, but what's that money going to get you? It's going to get you to be able to be lazy and comfortable, because if you have money, why would you want to go out and do things yourself, right? And even if things are being done yourself, you spend money to make things easier to be more lazy, right? Like, which is why I understand why they made the Shiny Hunt thing the way it is. However, for streamers and stuff like that, whose, kind of thing is to be attentively playing games and talking to people, it's kind of taken the attentively, thing away. Like, don't get me wrong, you can still be very attentive and do certain Shiny Hunts that you need to be attentive for, but, like, for the most part, a lot of the methods in this game are you don't really need to be attentive for, which is, yeah. Yeah, why do you think drive-thrus and stuff become so popular? Why do you think like DoorDash and all that stuff becomes so popular? Because people just want to be lazy. And don't get me wrong, being lazy is not a bad thing, but like there needs to be a good like difference between being lazy / comfortable and putting work in. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't see that. They think I just want to be lazy. Like, I live in Canada. We have a major job crisis right now where we have one half where it's the companies and the employers who are basically wanting to hire robots and pay them almost nothing. They want to be able to spend the least amount of money to get the most amount of value, right? And I understand that. That's how you're supposed to work a company. However, the thing they're forgetting is that these are people, and so it gets to a point where they start abusing just the system and stuff like that, where it's like, okay, this is insane. I don't want to be working, like, for example, if you worked at McDonald's or whatever, I don't want to be working 8-9 hours a day doing all this work to make minimum wage. And the sad part is that let's say you were to do that, right? You work 40 hours a week full time, maybe a couple extra hours here and there, so 40 hours minimum wage. And you do that every single week, so about 160 hours a month, and it plus or minus, you know, a couple of like 5 or 10 hours, because, you know, every week can be different. And you get to a point where it's like, okay, yeah, you're making this money. However, in Canada, you still can't afford to live alone. Like, even in a single bedroom apartment, you cannot afford to be alone. Like, unless you're making like a almost 7-figure job, unless you're doing like a 7-figure job, you can't really afford to be alone. Like, live alone. Okay, I understand, right? Like, they're made to be more convenient, right? It makes it easier, and I get that, right? But it also you also have the other side of things where it's everybody just being like, yeah, I don't have to go out and make food, right? Let's just, you know, order food out, and it is more expensive, right? That's the thing. That's the problem, is that it's more expensive to do that than to make, you know, supper yourself. Alright, any other shinies now? Still no Froakie. Oh, that's an Alpha Phalanx over there. Well, that's a shiny belt. That's 2 shiny Bellsprouts. I don't need them, but I will catch them. Alright, let's keep going. I don't have Froakie yet. Yeah, and then the other side of the employment problem in Canada right now is you have all of these people who are expecting to come in, work these jobs where it's not really like, it's like a fast food job, right? And these people are coming in and expecting to be treated like kings or queens or whatever. Like the company is like, oh, they should be bowing down in just graciousness that they are able to have this person work for them. And it gets to a point where you have mainly students, I'm gonna be honest, it's mainly students, where the students are, you know, like, for example, at my old job, we had a problem between students, because I was in between. Like, I'm a very regional person. I talk to my management constantly and communicate stuff with them, and I help them as much as I can. But also try to help the students. Like, for example, if the management is telling me something about a student that's like, you know, starting to get into the, oh, we're gonna maybe have to let them go, I'm gonna give that student a bit of a warning, be like, hey, little heads up, smarten up, or you're gonna be getting the boot soon, and that kind of helps sometimes. But then you get other times where it's like, oh, you have all these students, you know, booking off all this times because they want to go hang out with their friends, and they're switching all these shifts around, and just making it so much more difficult to have, like in fast food especially, it's hard to make a schedule that's like a month long. You kind of have to do it bi-weekly because you don't know exactly how the weeks are gonna go. Like, I work in a restaurant, and it's very hard to do, like, for example, this week we got 2 parties of 20 people coming in tomorrow, so we had to get 2 extra people to come in tomorrow, right? Like, it's very inconsistent with how many people you need. So when you have students who are trying to get away with what they want and be able to have the job, like, I've spoken to a lot of the students I work with, and I help them out a bunch, is that if you want to get, you got to be willing to give, and a lot of them don't. Like, if you want to be able to get a shift off, you got to be able to offer a shift off. Be like, hey, I can do this shift. I can do this instead. Like, for me, for example, every single job I've worked at, whenever I needed a day off or needed, like let's say I had a dentist appointment at 2 o'clock on Saturday, I'd be like, hey, I got a dentist appointment at 2. I'm happy to work before that. As long as I'm out of here by 1:30, so that way I can get to my dentist and get my dentist appointments done, or I can work at 3 o'clock onward. I never get to take the whole day off. Unless it's something like, you know, where I physically cannot come into work. And a lot of people that I work with don't do that. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, if you give your managers, like for example, I know what the managers are prioritizing. I know what they want. I know, you know, whatever. You know, for example, they don't want to have to spend a lot of money, right? So I try to offer things up to help them out so they don't have to spend money. Or they want to have, like, people working more efficiently or whatever, faster, right? I offer different ideas to them that's like, hey, this could work faster. Like, I'll give you an example. At my restaurant, when I first started, they had like a little dressing table where like you put like little like toppers, like little green onions or chives or whatever on top of food whenever it would come out. And we have pickles over there that you'd pick up, put on like platters and stuff like that. The problem is the pickle juice would drip all over everything else. So I like moved everything around. It's like, hey, proposal here. We don't ruin a bit of food. We have a bit more space here we can use. Plus, we can add more up here if we need it. And they were like, yeah, that's awesome. Let's do that. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's a hard place to, like, kind of get into the groove of it, of working, because all management is different. Like, my personal opinion, I really only want to work for independent, independently owned companies or businesses because they're not corporations, so they don't have to follow corporation rules and whatever, and it's more like family touch than it is like, oh, here's business wide because we have these two idiots in this one store that across the entire country kind of thing. Like, it's so much nicer working in like little independent companies because the amount of times you actually get to like actually be attentive into what is going on. Oh, that's a shiny Alpha Ampharos, and that's Alpha Froakie. And stuff, rather than just be a corporation, company, whatever. Yeah. Well, I guess we can go catch the shiny Alpha Ampharos. We might as well, right? Wait. Wait. That Froakie isn't shiny, is it? Hold up. No, I just got really coincidentally lucky. Yeah, so like you work in like a movie theater, and I imagine it's like a corporation movie theater, where like you have the perks of like, oh, you get benefits when whatever, you get like easier discounts and stuff like that when you go to watch movies. But a lot of it, really, that only did that much. But like when it comes to the work job, like you working in the place itself, there's a lot of things where I'm just like, I don't agree with it. Like the amount of stuff that I'm like, okay, that is not how we should be treating people, kind of thing. But that's just how the rules are. Where is that Medicham? Nice. Alright, and up in the Alpha Extra box, everything from that Gyarados down to this Ampharos is all Alpha and Extra shinies that are duplicate shinies I don't need. Which is crazy to think about. And then all of these are dupes that I don't need. Like, I'm almost filled all my boxes with Pokemon in this game. Alright, let's go heal. Like, the one thing I really don't like about a lot of places that serve food is that when you're working on the job, they offer a 50% discount and that's it. Like if you're working like for example in a restaurant, whatever, I understand 50%, right? Like a lot of servers are going to be making enough to cover that anyways. The hosts and bussers and whatever, maybe not so much, but for the most part, the people that are going to be working there are going to be making enough from like tips and stuff where it's not going to be any kind of difference if they buy the food 50% off, right? But like in places like McDonald's or Burger King or stuff like that, I feel like you should have like given options that you can get for free, like a Big Mac or like a Whopper or whatever for lunch or for dinner, right? While you're working.
yourself to give in.
Allow myself to mute you. See, now that is a great idea, and I like that. You can do challenges where you can earn cards for free meals or food. That is a great idea, and I love that. A lot of places don't want to do. The problem is a lot of corporations. I'm gonna use Tim Hortons for example, because that's where I've worked in the past, like during high school, where there's like nothing you can do to get anything for free. Everything that you do there, you have to pay for. Like, we did, my owner, she did this thing where it was like there was like a competition. So she owned 4 Tim Hortons in the span of like a little kind of area. And so throughout the summer, you could earn ballots and you put them into like a draw or whatever. It's like a raffle. And so that's fine and dandy. That's a really cool idea and all. However, there's a lot of flaws with it. First, it's that the raffle split between all 4 stores. So, like, your chances are already very slim as is. And along with the problem becomes is that you're putting in all these, like, so the way you'd win the ballots was that you would take an extra shift, or you'd stay longer on your shift, or do extra time, etc., stuff like that. And you would get a ballot depending on what happened. Like if you stayed an extra hour or 2, if you took a shift that that they asked you to come in for because they needed someone to come in, you'd get a ballot. And so you could be doing all this, whatever, putting in extra like 80, 90 hours of work over the summer, getting all these ballots, and just get nothing. Right? Like, that was what was pissing me off, because I was like, well, what's the point of getting all these ballots if I'm not even going to be guaranteed anything? Like, I don't care for them. The second problem is they don't have 2 separate draws for full-time and part-time, which puts part-time in a massive disadvantage. Because part-time as is right, like, already, it's harder to get hours because there's a lot of people working part-time and you're never guaranteed hours. So maybe sometimes you can get like 3 shifts a week. Compared to full-time where you're there every single week having the opportunity to make ballots, stuff like that. And then on top of all that, like, you just have more opportunities full-time than part-time to get more ballots, and it just makes it an unfair balance. Thirdly, personally, this is mine, nothing on the list was anything that would be of interest to me. Anything that was on that list was something I already had, or was something I didn't need. And fourthly, if say I were to win anything, I still have to claim that on my taxes at the end of the year, because it's never because now it's in my possession because I won it from my job. So our owner is going through buying the cheapest things off of Amazon on like Black Friday deals or Prime Day, and then giving away, making us pay full price tax. And so realistically, you're not winning anything. All right. See, but that's a great idea, right? Because that encourages you to promote, that encourages you to, like, be actively participating in the job, not just sitting there being like, hi, how can I help you? Okay, here you go, right? That gets you actively in the job, where you're, like, actually wanting to be there and do the job that you've been, like, hired to do, right? Whereas, like, there's so many times where it's just like, why, what's the point in doing this? Like, I'm not getting anything from it. Like, first sell 15 drinks, you're promoting drinks. Would you like a drink with that today? Would you like to get a drink with that? Oh, we have, like, you can promote it so many different ways. and get more sales because you're actively trying to sell stuff and you're actively trying to do your job. A lot of people don't do that because why? Like, it doesn't benefit them any, right? Or popcorn or candy, same thing, right? Or have an ATV higher than 25, right? Keep promoting. You're promoting. That's what you're supposed to do. But a lot of people don't care to do it because they're not getting anything out of it. Like, if I'm getting a tip out of promoting something, I'll promote every day of the week. But if I'm not getting anything out of it, what's the point? I'm not gonna sit there and help support a giant corporation rip people out of more and more money just because they want me to promote their products. Unless I'm getting something from it, I'm not gonna promote anything. There are some corporations I will support, and I don't mind supporting them, but a lot of them I'm just like, no. Like, for example, Walmart, Tim Hortons, McDonald's. So, they do, like, McDonald's has their Ronald McDonald houses and their McHappy Days. Walmart does their donation, whatever. Concession cards or winner cards. Get 3 winner cards for a $10 gift card of your choice, and the concession cards can get you free meal. See, exactly. That's great, right? Like, that is awesome, right? Like, that would be something I'd actively be trying to get every day I'm there. Like, yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, I don't know if you know this. A lot of corporations will do charities. And like, McDonald's has the Ronald McDonald houses, Walmart has their donation places, whatever. And the reason they do that isn't because they want to help support all this. Maybe somewhere in that deep, dark heart of theirs it is. But a majority of the reason why they want to do it is because the more you donate and do to charity, the less you avoid on taxes. So they end up having to spend less money. Again. Or like, Tim Hortons, they do their camp day stuff where it's like when you go and buy stuff on camp day, donations and stuff go towards having kids being able to get going to like summer camp, stuff like that. The problem was during COVID, or the year after COVID, it was mandated that all kids that wanted to attend this had to be COVID vaccinated when some were not able to, and so it became a huge feud, and me and a couple other people at our store didn't want to support that, and we never proponed it. You know something crazy? Me and some people were talking about the other day. One movie I never want to see be made into live action is Finding Nemo. Like, look at The Lion King. That was a terrible live action. No emotion in any of the animals. Yeah, I never want to see Finding Nemo get a live action.
Purina won. We switched and
Like, I'm not a big fan of The Lion King as is. They made a live action. Oh my god, it got so much worse. Let's just kind of look around. Okay, I have a weird question for you, G. Actually, hold on. I don't even know. Okay. It's a weird one to ask. I also, it's also because I don't know if you're a guy or girl, if you're comfortable disclosing that. I'm just like going over stuff with work this weekend in my head.
Tim's Holiday Smile Cookie is back.
Shut up. Okay, you're a guy. Okay, question for you. I don't remember. I think I remember telling me you had a girlfriend or something like that. But anyways, oh yeah, you did. What like? What would, like, what's your opinion? Like, I'm not trying to disrespect your relationship or anything like that. I'm just curious on what your take would be if, like, say you started talking to a girl, whatever. If you eventually find out she had an OnlyFans, is that like a major no for you, or is that like a oh whatever? I'm curious. Like, basic question is, would you date a girl with an OnlyFans? Because we had this conversation, and there's like a lot of different answers I've been getting, which is it's a really fun conversation. Oh, it was just something we were talking about the other day, because we were just kind of going through it, and one of my friends, we were talking about OnlyFans just off of like, because we were talking about like what some people go and do for jobs once they graduate high school, because we were talking about like our high school jobs, and we were saying like we thought it was crazy that like girls could literally walk out of high school, go immediately to OnlyFans, and start making like thousands of dollars off of it just by selling pictures of their body and stuff, right? Like we were like, that, I don't know, that doesn't feel right. And then we were like, you know what? Actually, question for you then, because there's a reason they make thousands, but like, would you date like a girl who had OnlyFans? Like me personally, heck no. Yeah, it was just, I don't know. It was a fun conversation that we had, so I was curious. Yeah, if you don't have an opinion, I don't care, man. I was curious. So it was a fun conversation we had because like there were some people that were like, oh well, you know, they're making a career for themselves, and I was like, yeah, but like personally, I don't really want that side of that. Like, look at all the stuff that happened over Lana Rhodes having a kid, right? Like.
Cause I'm in shoo.
I just realized it's 10 o'clock. Let's go see if there's any other shinies and then go hunt Fennekin. Brokey? No, no Brokey. Oh, I got something. Yep, Pidgey up there. That's an alpha venipede. No Electrike, no Pidgeotos. No Ampharos respawn. Alright, let's go do Fennekin.
Music to my ears.
I hate that it puts you all the way down at the bottom. Oh, that's enough annoy that. Alright, I gotta time this. No, let's not do that, please. There we go, perfect. Okay. Now I gotta wait. Alright. I'm like watching my timer here. Alright, let's reset. No, you good. I've just been chilling here. We're just resetting Fennekin. It's been relaxing. I was just setting up a Fennekin hunt. That's it. That's an alpha. Oh, 2 alphas back to back. Huh. So how goes your CA game, G? That's fair. What have you been playing in the meantime? Hell yeah. Dude, okay, I'm gonna be honest, Alpha Sapphire is still one of my favorite games. As much as I hate how they did Mauville. Hello, Alpha Fennekin. power up with muting you. Oh, Zinnia's theme? Hell yeah.
Real strength means
I'm gonna go for 5 more minutes and then call it a night. Alright, 2 more resets and then we're gonna call it a night. Didn't get anything good tonight, which is fine. Okay. And last one. Alright, last encounter. Alright, and nothing. Okay, well I'm gonna call it a night there. I will be live again tomorrow night, as you know. So if you're there, I will see you there, but if not, peace out. Actually, before I do go, I'm gonna try to be live a lot more actively live. I've just been going through a bunch of stuff this week, like getting to get a new car, etc. So, yeah, but I'll keep y'all updated. Anyways,